Sorry about that, guys.
Hey, look, we made it back
Hopefully
from hell.
We're back. I don't know if any of you saw our thing, but Finn Balor is coming out. That's going to be the first match of this card on here.
Yeah, so the match that's next phase games, thanks for being back with us, is Seth and Balor, which is the second to last match of the night. The last match will be, of course, Roman and Solo against the Usos. We'll see who stays and who goes. It'll be quite fabulous.
Because of the Usos?
Because the Usos, and one of them probably needs to go to rehab, and that's probably where they're breaking up again.
Oh my god.
Pickle is like, next match for the whatever new championship belt, Seth versus Finn. Yeah, that belt. And Walter's like, hey, back. Part 2. Yeah, I had to take a break, and the whole stream knew I needed to take a break from the disappointment of the stupidity of whatever that last match was.
Burn it down! Listen to this crowd.
If I could give myself a lobotomy just to forget that whole thing had just happened, I would.
It's like Otis winning. Listen, with this crowd, this is going to be sick. I wonder how long it's going to take for this match to start.
Well, there's like Seth Rollins for the win.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
100% agree. By the way, I picked Io Sky to win that, so
I know you did.
Correct. But
well,
I'm still disappointed.
The most disappointing win you could possibly get out of it, besides Zoey Stark, Io Sky.
I would have rather had Zoey.
Everbless is like, what happened? The women's match broke everything. It broke it.
I don't know what happened.
Our computer was completely disappointed in whatever happened with that horrific match of stupid that was on our television, and it said no.
Broke it.
So it said no. Anyways, we have Keston Chatha in the chat.
Hey,
is crying. Why are you crying?
Are you mad? Are you upset that Io
Are you
won?
crying because of happiness, or are you crying because of something else?
Yeah, Io just won.
Harley says, I want to go with Finn Balor to win.
He could.
Pico says, Men in Black mind erase. Exactly.
We might even get a hint. Not saying it's going to happen, but we could get a hint. And Damian comes down, but doesn't cash in. I don't see him cashing in this match, but we could get a hint that he could.
I just feel like he's smarter than most of the other people who have it.
Is it possible that he comes down in a hint earlier in the match, as in like 2 minutes before it ends, and it distracts Finn, and Finn gets pinned?
Maybe. I don't know.
So I said, how long is it going to take for this match to start?
Keston, who is joining us, says, I'm enjoying Money in the Bank, of course, from Malawi. Nice to see you in our chat, Keston. I hope I'm saying your name okay or correctly enough. Thanks for joining us. We're just watching this second to last match of the pay-per-view. Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor. Everbless's Drew McIntyre is back. Yep, he came back during that match with Gunther and Riddle. He beat up Gunther in the thing, and the crowd was exceptionally excited to see him back. Having a good time.
Seth Rollins got this crowd just on the tip of his finger. He's like a marionette. Just
William Hernandez in the chat. Hey, William says, has Rollins versus Finn already happened? Nope. It's
starting right now.
Right now, William.
Literally, the bell happened, but that wasn't the bell for the match. That's the bell for the ring announcer, but it's seconds away.
They're just announcing the match right now of what's going to happen.
Introducing the challenger.
Judgment Day. Robbie says last match. Nope. The last match will be Roman and Solo versus the Usos. Walter says, can Damian cash it in on airplane going back to USA?
He could.
Sure, Walter. Why not? Could be cash
sleeping.
in anywhere at any time, right? Piccolo says, what if Priest swerves us, cashes the briefcase, and helps Finn win the title for the faction? Ooh. Keston says, correct. You're correct. That's my name, Keston Jr.
Perfect.
Fantastic. Pickle's like, meow, the intros.
Hey, subscribe and hang out with us. We're here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and we all do all the pay-per-views. It just happens to be in the daytime right now, so I don't know where you're at.
On Wednesdays, we do AEW Dynamite. Robbie says, D. Travis, which wrestler, men or women in WWE, has not improved since joining? Karrion Kross, all of Hit Row.
Hit Rows went backwards, I think. They were better with Swerve. Remember, he was in that group. You wouldn't. I don't know if you remember that.
It was in NXT.
Yeah. Bronson Reed is a big one that hasn't improved. Johnny Gargano, although he's good enough to where he doesn't need to improve, I guess you could say. Well, he's not going to get better.
Shayna Baszler hasn't improved.
Shayna's terrible. Ronda, Ronda's got better on the mic, so I'm going to say she's improved. I hate to say it, Liv, because she looked really good tonight, but looks aren't everything. But she's improved look-wise, so therefore, that's an improvement, right? Like, it's something.
Yeah, but she hasn't improved in any other ways.
Right. You know,
Pickles
Bayley
has the
can't
spaghetti
improve.
family. Yes.
Sasha couldn't improve. Becky can't improve. Charlotte can't improve. They're pinnacle types, so. And Charlotte came up as trash, to be honest. She was obviously pushed hard, but she didn't look good. She wasn't fluid in her movements, and now she is. But
we're talking about not improved, though, and
she's the opposite. She did quite a bit.
All right, well, that match has started, everybody.
It is. Finn Balor and Seth are on the outside. Now, Seth is hurt. He's got some kinetic tape on his left-hand rib side.
Yeah,
not sure exactly what happened. Maybe I missed something on Raw. Did he get attacked or something on Raw? Oh, he did. He got coup de grace off the steps.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Because that's right when you asked me who separated his shoulder, and I said that guy. And it was when Finn jumped on.
Robbie says, D would like to be on Thursdays and late night Friday for AEW, but Travis said it's too much wrestling if they do that.
Yeah.
It would be just Fridays and Saturdays. Technically, we could be on all week, Robbie.
Well,
NXTs are on Tuesdays.
I don't think Thursday.
Impact in New Japan is on Thursdays.
Yeah, there's nothing there.
Saturday now has Collision for AEW, and we could do a 3-hour show on Friday nights.
Yeah,
but you know what's funny is that I'm not the only one who doesn't want to do those things. You know, there's two of us.
I mean,
Travis doesn't really want to do them either.
You want to? I mean,
fuck that, no. You already know I don't. We already had a conversation.
I'm watching the shit anyways. I might as well watch it with people.
I'm not doing it. You can do it if you want by yourself, but I am not involved. Piccolo says Shayna was the ish back on NXT, like the Queen of Spades gimmick was just excellent. She brought the Queen of Spades gimmick with her Piccola to the main roster, but she hasn't improved with it. That's the problem, right? Where's her improvements? What works on NXT doesn't always work in the main roster. We already have seen that multiple times over with men and women wrestlers.
Right. The thing with NXT is it's a development, and they kind of hold their hands as they walk through it. And then and I'm not saying they're doing it now because Triple H is more involved, but when they would get to the main roster, it was like going from being coddled at home into the big city. Like New York or Los Angeles. I have to pay my own rent? Not only that, but like, how am I going to pay it? I'm going to have to prostitute myself out to pay it because I don't know what to do. Like, you know what I'm talking about? They just eat you up and spit you out. And that's what the main roster does because Vince he's more of a capitalist, right? He goes sink or swim and throws them off the boat. And if they got over, he kept them around. Still with the idea that they're going to fail at some point, like Rusev. He's like, oh, this shit's popular. We'll just keep it going. Oh, it's not popular anymore. See ya.
Yeah.
You know? So he still doesn't like them. If he never likes you, he doesn't like you unless you can get way over. Like John Cena. John Cena was going to get cut. And they said, look, you're going to get cut. We're cutting you in November. Like, just so you know, a heads up. And he's like, well, shit. And he started rapping. And they're like, hey, can you do that in the ring? And he's like, yeah. But he was that close to getting cut. That's John Cena.
Stone Cold Steve Austin was the same, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Stone Cold.
We listened to it on that thing he was saying.
Yeah.
They were like, you're going to get gone.
Oh, with all the names.
And his hair and everything like that. And they were like, you're going to be done. And he's like, oh, shit.
And
so he's like, well.
His wife at the time said, she's the one that said it. She's like, you better drink that coffee before it gets stone cold. And he's like, hey, I want to be stone cold from whatever, Texas or Arlington, wherever it was.
Yeah.
He's like, I was from Austin, but it would be weird to say stone cold from, Steve Austin from Austin, Texas.
Right.
And so he had to change where he was from. But anyways, so yeah, I mean, the Undertaker, they're like, oh, you're going to be a dead guy that has a... And he's like, what? All right, whatever. And it just works. Like sometimes it works. But Mark Callis wouldn't have been shit, you know?
Anyways, we are in this match, guys.
Yeah, Finn Balor.
Seth.
This is going to be a longer one anyways. Oh, did I start my timer? I did. We're 4.5 minutes into this. Look at that. Throws him into the corner. Finn Balor with the spear. He's picking on those ribs. Seth got his ribs hurt earlier in the week by Finn Balor and his shenanigans.
Mm-hmm. Ravi said back to Pickle on that comment, says, but look-wise, will that work long-term? Pickle says, I'll tell Ravi if he's telling lies. Pickle's like, yep, let's go. Pickle's like, except you'll be digging on my Twitch time. Dennis Kwan is in the chat. Hey, Dennis says,
Dennis.
I really thought Aaliyah would return during the women's Money in the Bank match because she's in London, apparently.
Huh. Yeah. I mean, that would have been interesting. I don't know if people would have got excited about it. But,
Right.
But it would have definitely been a seventh member. I was waiting for one more.
Yeah. Pickle says, you mean Papa H can't pay my phone bill? No, Johnny Spaghetti. And you have to face the Miz as well.
Right.
Keston says, I'm tired with the Usos betraying whom they boosted to be the greatest tag team in WWE. I wish them bad tonight.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I'm with you.
Pico's like, nice, Keston. Who else do you like watching in WWE, AEW, etc.? Hassan is now in the chat. Hey, Hassan, good to see you right now. Says, hi there, guys. Happy 1st of July.
Woo.
Oh, thanks, Hassan. It is the very 1st of July.
It
Hope
is.
your weekend is starting out good. Dennis says, I think Shayna attacked Ronda because I heard rumors that Ronda might be leaving WWE soon and going back to UFC.
You know, I love the rumor because I've heard it. I've heard it also.
Aww.
Since Amanda Nunes retired, they want a star to come in and fight for that title right out of the gate. But she's not there anymore.
Ronda is not in the shape she needs to be to do that shit.
Even if she wasn't what she was when she left.
It's true.
After Holmes kicked her in the head, she's just never been the same. And Holmes is still there, by the way. Mm-hmm. So if that match happens, it's going to be her versus Holmes or Pena. I mean, obviously, you put Ronda in it, she'll just be handed it.
Ooh, quick fruit roll-up. Is it going to happen?
She's going to get fucked.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And it's going to be quick. I mean, within minutes. But she'll get a huge payday. She'll be the main event, and she'll get $30 million. She'll be Conor McGregor money.
Robbie says, Travis D, you should have a banner highlighting what match is on. Yeah.
Yeah, I've thought of that. I try to keep the workload off of her, but have it on the bottom, just say the names of it and stuff. Especially when we're not talking about the match.
Piccola says, hey, Hassan. Hassan says, and I doing AEW Collision tonight, too.
Hey, that's awesome.
Awesome. Glad you're going to be watching that. We will not be.
Yeah, we don't.
I personally will not be watching it. I don't really care. Lasse Lao is in the chat. Hey, Lasse says, hey, from Germany. Well, thank you for joining us this evening for you. We really appreciate that. We're just sitting here watching Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor for that world title that Seth just barely won. Yeah. Who do you guys out there think's going to win this? I know a lot of people are big fans of Finn Balor.
Seth's too hot.
I think that if they were smart, they'd keep it on Seth, but you never know anymore. They did some weird shit earlier tonight, so I don't know anymore. I don't know.
That was the move that entered Finn Balor's
he didn't put his arm out this time. FaZe says, is Seth versus Finn on yet? It's on
right now.
Moment.
Finn just got his knees up. Seth was coming off the top rope. Seth just folded over. He's got those broken ribs or whatever he's got. And Finn Balor just shot him into the corner. Is he going to go for the coup de grace? Finn's going up top. If he hits the coup de grace, it's over.
Pickle's like, by the way, Travis and D, do you guys cook brats on holidays like the 4th, Memorial Day, etc.? No, actually, we don't.
I have some hot dogs.
We have sometimes in the past and stuff, but with Travis restricting like sugars and stuff in his diet, I have to be very careful about what I find. So I have found like sausages for him to eat, but most of the time I just find him and I bring him home and he eats them. I don't do anything like real special for the 4th of July.
Oh,
barbecue stuff.
Good Judas effect or whatever he called it right there. Anyways, into the boot, kicked him around.
What about you? You do brats? Do you like
Pele kick? Oh, but Seth got it.
I knew people that would like boil them in like apple juice.
Pedigree.
And then put them on the grill. Keston says, please WWE, let the Usos learn their lesson tonight.
Yeah, I think they're going to. Whoa!
People
Finn
says,
just gets the shoulder
another
up.
2 hours it'll happen. Dennis says, by the way, what happened to Trish and Zoey? I heard both of them took a painful ladder spot. Okay, so Trish maybe got her nose broken by
I told you.
rope.
What did I say, guys? I don't like to say it, but I'm going to say it. There's Damian. Early, before the match is over, a couple minutes before it ends,
Right.
It's going to cost Finn.
Yeah, but is he going to actually try? Is he going to do it?
It's going to set up a match Finn versus Damian at SummerSlam.
Which, okay. But my question of it is, though, is he just doing it to be all this, or is it just a distraction? That's the question, right? Or is he going to try to cash in? Let's say it says Vincent. And as for Zoey, I mean, she did kind of hit a ladder kind of funny, but not that I saw that was anything that was devastating.
Seth did do this. It was Roman Brock, and they were beating the shit out of each other. Seth came down and cashed in and made it a triple threat.
Right.
And then he pinned Roman.
Oh, okay.
And became world champion.
Right.
This is back when Brock was untouchable.
Right. Ravi says...
Priest is not doing that.
Yeah.
But that's what Michael Cole was just telling us.
Ravi says, would you say Finn makes a good main eventer?
Oh, shit.
No idea. People's like, yes, here comes Damian. Yep. There he is.
Oh, no! Coup de grace!
No, not the coup de grace.
On the ground. That's on concrete, guys. That's just a padding. That's about an inch thick of padding, and under that is concrete. And again, 2 coup de grace! Seth gets thrown into the ring. Here comes Finn. And you guys watch New Japan Pro Wrestling? You know, their count out is 20 seconds. So, you know, in WWF, it's
10. Basically. Mm-hmm.
Well, basically. It never is.
I know, right?
But 20,
might as well be 20.
Right? And you can lose the title on a disqualification or a count out. See?
What
Damian's
are you doing?
Distracting him.
Piccolo says, oh my god, did you see that guy in the goblin
that's
costume?
all it needed. Curb stomp.
Uh-oh.
You think do you think I was in on the meeting
I
today?
think you were. I think you wrote everything tonight.
12 minutes exactly. Look.
Now, is he going to cash in right now? Or is he going to wait?
Nah. Seth's got too much energy.
Dennis says, I thought Becky manhandle slammed Trish onto a ladder. She did.
But it was the rope that broke her nose.
Yeah, it was a rope earlier in the match, like way early in the match that probably broke her nose. Her nose looked terrible. They did a close-up of it. It looked like it was probably broken. Like right here, she bruised. It was already swelling and shit. She wasn't bleeding from it, which is really weird because usually with broken noses, they usually bleed really bad.
I wonder why WWE has Bud Light as their sponsor.
Especially in London, for fuck's sake. Come on.
It's kind of weird.
It's a weird fucking thing to have as a sponsor in fucking London. They're in goddamn England, for fuck's sake. Why don't they have a company from the UK being their sponsor? That's messed up. Stupid.
I wonder how much money they could make if they put labels on their canvas.
I don't know.
If boxing does it.
I know. Piccolo says, wow, Travis is a writer. Confirmed.
I guess.
Ravi says, people do like to dress up even at football matches in football. And Piccolo says, winner of the match, Seth Rollins by a curb stomp.
Yeah, he won it clean, too, right at the 12-minute mark. Finn Balor's pissed.
Like, why did you do that to me? I could have won. You're taking that shit in there?
Hopefully he just gives it to Finn. You know what I mean? Just hands it to him and says, I'm done. You can have my bank. It's a great story.
I was like, D, any UFC on tonight? Probably. Ravi, they do some every Saturday. I just don't watch it every Saturday. The UFC pay-per-view is on next Saturday.
Yeah, the big pay-per-view is next week. 290. A couple main events on there.
They got stuff.
Oh, Kukui's going to be on there also.
Kukui.
I just like him because his name. Kukui. The Boogeyman. You think you know me? Edge is coming back. We're going to see Edge next Friday.
On the Grayson Waller show, it said. Disgusting.
Edge's first match was 1 week after he graduated high school.
El Kukui?
Edge.
Oh.
He's like, he named all the people that were like at the curtain. And he's like, I think they were just waiting for me to just get my ass beat. And then when I got to the back, you know, like Razor Ramon or whatever, or one of them was like, hey, you did good, kid. You know?
Oh, God.
And he's like, holy crap, man, these guys have done it before. Yeah.
And then he got addicted to painkillers and looked like he had meth. Congratulations.
You think you know him, but you don't. It's Edge!
Jenna says, I still don't get the reason for WWE unifying the WWE and NXT tag titles just to have Ronda and Shayna lose them so quickly. What are the NXT tag teams going to do? I don't know. But you know what's funny, Dennis? Those
They didn't have those titles on?
Weren't there.
I didn't see them.
They didn't have the NXT titles on them. And I don't remember him saying that it was for the undisputed tag titles.
Yeah, I would assume they're just going to make some new titles for the women and for the NXT, or at least the NXT.
So technically, I guess Shayna and What's-Her-Face could still be the NXT tag title winners. But I mean, it's weird, but I mean, they didn't really give you any kind of like specifics about that with that match. Pickle says, okay, so to answer your question, normally boil broths and then grill or pan fry it. Add some chopped peppers and onions and throw them in the oven. Did I hear right? Edge is retiring?
Not that I heard.
Not that I heard.
No, yeah, he retired. That was an old clip from
when he
9 years ago.
Left.
And
now he's back and they're showing all of his back highlights. Piccolo says, how many women tag teams are on NXT? I have no idea. I don't watch it to know.
More than one. But to be honest, I don't know. I don't know if there's any. I watch the women. I don't watch the men's matches too much, but I do try to watch.
Ollie says, is it now time for the main event? Yes.
Yes, it'll be coming up.
It's happening right now. Robbie says, D, is that you think you know me, the chat up line Travis used to pull you?
Think you know me.
What the fuck? You're so weird.
Hey, there's a dame up there. Oh, it's Toasty Marshmallow.
P. Cole says, Travis, who would you want as the final feuds programs for AJ Styles, Edge, and Randy Orton?
For retirement? Who was the third one? It was Randy and AJ.
AJ, Edge, and Randy Orton. Final feuds programs.
No, I know what you're saying. I mean, I guess with Vince's reach, they could bring in somebody. And with AJ, they could do somebody like a Kenny Omega. You know, like just pay him to come in once.
Right.
And then have AJ beat him. Or Will Ospreay or something. Because I feel like AJ needs to beat somebody, or
from
like Samoan Joe or something. You know, just to want to over. And those AEW guys, I think their contracts are open where they can wrestle at other organizations. Now, WWF doesn't do that, but why would they care? They would just do it as a one-over, and AJ's going to win anyways.
Okay.
That would be what I would do, is just pay them a whole bunch of money.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, he paid Floyd Mayweather $20 million. He can, hey, for $1 million, come wrestle one match.
Right.
Of course they're going to do it. And then, Randy Orton, that's a tough one because, you know, all those older guys are gone. You know, all of his that he feuded with. You could do somebody like Cody.
Have Edge and Randy Orton fight together and retire each other.
Yeah, well, I was thinking that, but they already did that big feud.
I know they did. They should have just retired then. Would have been perfect, see?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, they had the greatest wrestling match ever. And, you know, it'd be hard to outdo that. You don't remember that?
The dumbest match ever.
It was the greatest match ever.
I remember dumbness.
It was billed that.
Well, so you don't know for Randy Orton. Who would you do for Edge then?
It's the same.
Same problem.
To be honest, it does need to be each other, but how do you do that?
Right. Dennis says, I think it's the same with Mandy Rose unifying the NXT and the NXT UK titles. She only held the NXT title afterwards. I watch NXT.
Well, yeah, because that company went under.
Yeah. Robbie says, no, I heard he is actually retiring. Okay. Pico says, boo, Canadian bozos. And Robbie says, yeah, I guess that was the chat up line. LOL. It seems to have worked on you, been together for years. You'll never leave, Travis. Oh, yeah. Chat up lines. Pico says, these two rolling out of bed and looking like bums, no swag at all. LOL. Let's get a hot dog, and watch matches, don't you know? As they speak French to each other.
Oui, oui, oui.
They forgot to groom themselves. Like, you could have at least dressed a little nicer.
Here it is,
I'm
Civil
waiting
War.
for trouble.
Jimmy and Jay Uso.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, recap?
It's the rehash trash! Rehash trash! Rehash trash! Rehash trash!
So if this goes like how
Rehash
they have
trash.
it predicted, it's over in 13 minutes.
Yes.
But it'll go over. But it's just funny how they have it timed on here.
Rehash trash! Rehash trash! Rehash trash!
Too bad the Usos turned their back on the Bloodline.
Oh my god, those bastards. How dare they? They have their own lives, and then they didn't have their own lives, and then they're like, I want my own life back. How dare you?
No, no it doesn't.
Who said that? Wade Barrett talking at his butthole. This is the best in history! Of the last year? Okay. I'll give you that.
Oh, you know who?
But if we want to do the whole history of WWE, you guys are fucking idiots. What a fucking moron, Wade Barrett. Who's telling him lies in his ear? How much did he get paid to say that fucking lie out of his ass?
$1.
He literally bent over and stuck his microphone in his butt and started talking out of it.
So weird.
Why? Because it's true? Pico's like, OMG, he is the GOAT! Little Roman with a bowl cut. Truly acknowledge him. Ravi's like, why is it rehash trash? Ravi, seriously, if you're not watching, I'm not going to tell you. You have to be watching what's happening on the TV right now in order to know why it's rehash trash. What am I looking at? What's going on?
Uh-oh.
What were you showing me? Or not showing me? What were you doing? Why was your phone close to me? You were over here like this, like you were going to show me something. Just being a weirdo.
Keep my pimp hand strong. Because you have a Cholula on.
It's a chunkla. I will fucking slap the shit out of you.
You're just violent. Tyrannical control.
Pickle's like, right, tell D if she's telling lies. Robbie says, D, I guess the AEW pay-per-views have stopped on the Gab.
No, they haven't.
What the fuck
Just
because
we didn't do the one.
Oh, because we didn't do Forbidden Door? The garbage heap of AEW's pay-per-views? Now all of a sudden we're not doing them at all? Well, thanks for telling us what we are or aren't doing, Ravi. I'm so glad that we have a manager like you.
I watched it.
Pickle says it's only GOAT level when they bring in a voiceover and actor recap the rehash trash.
Right.
Anymore, I am using that term on any time they do a fucking quote-unquote recap. I'm calling it rehash trash because it is rehash trash. Literally.
Is it?
Yes, it is. It is rehash trash.
Maybe some people just watch pay-per-views and they don't know what's going on.
Rehash trash. Oh my God, the people that are there are not watching this. Why do I have to see it?
I'm sure there's a screen.
Oh, really? You think they're all like, oh my God, I don't know what happened. I better watch this.
No.
Pickle it, copyright it. Rehash trash.
I told her we need to do a segment. We need to do a recap show, and that there'll be
Rehash trash.
A segment called the Rehash Trash. Like, what in the shit is this?
Did you miss Raw last night? Here's your rehash trash. Let's rehash the trash. Pickle's like, Morgan Freeman gonna let us know what the Usos ate for breakfast. Right? Something like that.
You're out. Me too.
Cause you're my bro. And bro blood is thicker than cousin blood. We were in a womb together.
And we didn't need each other.
We shared space for 10 months.
40 weeks. Uso Penitentiary going up against the Bloodline tonight. Should be a good one.
I will stack you and I will beat you. Feels like, okay, enough with the jokes. This angle better be damn amazing.
For a fact.
Well, since they had to rehash the trash for about 6 minutes of this, I don't think it's going to be as amazing as you hope.
I would like the fight to be just crazy, and then another group or something show up and attack them all, and so they have to join forces back up. But, I mean, that group doesn't exist, so...
Right. Robbie's like, rehash trash with Misty and Uncle Travis. Why does it have to be Uncle Travis? That's creepy as fuck, man.
Uncle Travis sounds creepy.
Have your say on this week's wrestling.
Usos coming out first. Of course.
People should be excited.
Already wrote their names down. Let's not go that far. They're not the greatest. I don't know if they did anything.
In the modern era of wrestling.
Well, I'll put them in all time because I feel like they're at the top. But I don't know if they're better than what the New Day did when the New Day was doing it. I'm trying to think if there was another tag team. I mean, the Dudleys, if you're talking about other companies, you got to put the Dudleys at the top. I don't know if they're the greatest ever. But the Road Warriors, they're one for me. The Steiners, Harlem Heat. The Usos are definitely up there. I like the Bucks. I like the Rock and Roll Express. I like the Midnight Express. I like the Freebirds. Definitely could make the argument for them being in the top 10. The Usos. But I can't argue that they're the greatest ever. That's silly.
Yeah, no.
It's the equivalent of being the best.
They have the potential to be one of the greatest.
Right. Well, the problem is there's no tag teams.
Right.
And so it's hard to not be the best tag team when there's 5 tag teams. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's have 25 tag teams and see how good you are. Or at least...
It's true.
Or at least 10 tag teams, for fuck's sakes.
Right.
It's hard not to be the... Like, that's what bothers me about the Street Profits. Like, how the fuck are they not winning title? There's no other teams. And so they're... Oh, let's put it on 2 singles wrestlers. That's some Vince shit. I don't like that. Put your tag team titles on tag teams.
Right.
Not singles wrestlers that team up that they don't have stories for. Because that's all that shit is.
Oh, yeah.
Old Romy. Here it comes!
Pickles
Your tribal
like,
chief!
Day 1-ish. And Robbie says, D, how did Travis sway you to get into wrestling?
I just watch it. That's black M&M.
It's brown.
Oh, holy crap. It was in the shadows or something. I was like, that's a black M&M. They should make a black M&M.
Why would they do that?
It's just cool as fuck.
Would it?
Black and white. Just, I mean, they don't have different flavors, right?
No.
Yeah. So just black and white.
You could probably order just black and white M&Ms. I'm sure they have colored M&Ms like that.
That's way cool.
I think people do it for like weddings and birthday parties and stuff.
Black and red. That's always a good one, too. I just do it with my Legos, making black and white and black and red things. Roman's your champ.
So, Robbie, Travis didn't sway me to like anything. I'm still not into it. I'm really good at pretending for you guys because you guys seem to like it. I actually do this just to support Travis. Sorry to disappoint you in your life. Piccolo says they are possibly behind what Road Warriors, Dudleys, and Edge and Christian.
I forgot about Edge and Christian. I don't know if they were long enough together to be...
Were they singles wrestlers before, or were they a tag team and then singles?
I think Edge was the singles, then Christian came, and then they were the brothers, and then... But
yeah.
Another brother team, the Hardys, I forget about them. And I've never been a fan of the Hardys, ever. But they could easily be in the top 10 also. Honestly, that would be a fun list to make. Go through tag teams and go, hey. It would be hard because, like, I would want to put the Bucks on my paper.
Right.
But there again, now all of a sudden you open a Pandora's box because
of indie stuff.
Of this indie stuff. Yeah, and then it's like...
Because then it's not WWE or WWF or WCW.
Right.
Like, in that particular area.
And going that route, it opens the door for teams I don't know.
Right.
Well, like the Briscoes. I didn't know them. I was waiting for him to come to WWE and then go, this is great. You know, because I did like them. They had a look. I liked everything about them. Obviously, that's not going to happen now, but which is, you know, disgusting. But it's not anybody's fault other than a driver.
Right. Robbie's like, I like express rice. I don't know why we're talking about that, but okay.
Rice.
Piccolo says, well, yeah, the tag team divisions could be completely loaded. Piccolo's like, Pensacola's baby boy. Piccolo's like, number 1. Quentin Mitchell's in the chat. Hey, Quentin says, Wrestling Gab, acknowledge Roman and Solo. No. And as Piccolo's like, no. Harley's like, here comes the tribal chief. Robbie says, Cola, what's better to cook rice in, saucepan or rice cooker? And Piccolo says with Edge and Christian, they were always the Brood. Then they separated Edge to compete for the IC title around 03, I think.
Yeah, and I mean, he only came in like 99, so that's not a long run. 4 years. I feel like to be considered the greatest tag teams, what did you do it within a 10-year period? And that's why I would put the New Day in there. But there again, I'd have to make the list and see if the New Day make it. Because there's some tag teams I'm forgetting about.
Right.
You know, the Steiners ended up going solo.
Pickle's like, I never cooked fried rice unless on a wok. Well, Pickle, he was kind of asking what's better to cook rice in. So, like, just regular rice. Like, if you're taking rice that isn't cooked and cooking it, is it better to cook it in a saucepan, like a pan with water, or to put it in a rice cooker and cook it that way? You're saying steamed rice. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, well, of course steamed rice is nice. But he's asking how you cook it. Robbie says, D, the viewer is always right, laughing or crying. Pico says, we should try to make a tier list. Walter says, go, the Usos for the win. Hurry up.
Yeah, I would need, like, and then you could do eras or decades, like the 80s, 90s, 2000s, 10s, and now the 20s.
Right.
Because the Usos are the best team of the 20s.
Okay.
I don't have an argument for that. I like the Lucha Bros myself. But
again, you're in indies and...
It's not indies. That's the AEW would work.
Yeah, I guess.
I need to do like a master reset on this computer again.
Again?
Well, I guess I can't figure out how to fucking do it.
Oh.
Like, it's changed.
I thought it was just pressing a button now instead.
Right, but it does it at its own pace.
Oh.
Did it just stop?
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, so it's this, but watch, I'll show you.
Escape. Press Oh.
Okay, so watch, I'll just do it for fun. Like, say I wanted that.
Uh-huh.
See how it's delayed?
Oh, and it says draw shape.
Yeah, that's fine. All I have to do is hit that. But
Well, it has
first of all, I don't like that it
takes
this.
Right.
So then when I do this, it takes me to this.
Oh, instead of leaving you on your thing.
Yeah. Anyways, that's what's... So, and I don't know how to get rid of it, so I got to start from reset.
Yeah, I don't know why it would do that. And they are now...
There's the bell.
Going to start this matchup, guys.
Main event time.
They're staring at each other. Old Jimmy up against his little bro.
Jimmy versus Solo.
It's happening, whether you like it or not. Robbie says, D, what's boil in the bag rice all about? I think it's just more like a convenience, Robbie.
Never heard of
like
that.
minute rice. You've heard of minute rice, right? It's just minute rice, but they put it in like this bag. And it like, you boil it in the bag. I don't know, man. I don't pay attention to that stuff. Because like, or maybe a mini tournament with voting or whatever.
I wonder how like the crowd would react if there again, like I'm writing, I don't know the results, but what would the results be if this is happening and then I don't know how exactly they would do it, but all of a sudden at the end, do you smell what the Rock is cooking? And his music hit and the Rock came out. It'd say Roman and Solo win and then they're beating up one of the Usos or something,
Mm-hmm.
And then the Rock comes out and he's the tribal chief and then because he's their uncles.
So, a cousin.
Yeah. Second cousin.
Their older cousin.
I don't know what he is to them. That's what
Walter
Roman
says,
is
okay,
to
it's
them.
6 p.m. almost done pay-per-view. Yep. Ravi says, anyone made coconut rice? No.
No. Sounds
Pico's
good.
like, I haven't, like with coconut oil. Pico's like, the bell has rung. And Ravi says, so has the pay-per-view lived up to the hype? And don't just, yes, it's good, give a true rating.
I was impressed with it until the women's match, so it took it from a 7.5, almost an 8, down to a 5.5 for me now. This match can bring it back up to a 6 easy if this match lives up to the hype. And this match is underway. We finally got some action. Solo just picked up and body slammed Jimmy Uso. But there's not a lot of wrestling going to happen in this. There's not a lot of wrestling technique on this side.
Yeah.
With Roman and Solo.
Pico says, final match for the tribal bragging rights. Benson Musandas in the chat. Hey, Benson. Says, I'm waiting the Civil War, the Bloodline versus the Usos. Well, it's happening right now,
It's
friend.
on.
It is happening right now. It's the final match of the evening. The main event is on. Robbie says, Jimmy seems the better wrestler out of the two, has more in the locker.
I don't know about that.
That's funny.
To me, I feel like the best one by far is Jay. Just because he's the better athlete. better shape. How about that? I mean, Jimmy's not terrible shape, but he's like more in dad shape.
Not as dad shape as Kevin Owens, though.
Right, or Solo.
Or as in their actual dad.
Right, which Solo took after his dad. I think Jimmy and Jay took after their mom.
Or the other part of the...
They got their mom's dick.
They got their mom's dick.
It's on Dirty Grandpa.
Yes. Or the other side of the family physicalness, like
right.
Roman's side of the family
right.
type physicalness. The difference in their physicalities. Like, okay, so in all reality, like Solo looks more like more of what the Islanders actually look like. His physique.
I knew two really good Samoans that I lifted with.
Uh-huh.
And one looks like Solo, and the other one looks like Roman.
Yeah.
Except for Kalola's bigger and stronger than Roman.
Oh, yeah.
He was a beast. I watched that dude. He put 500 pounds on one time, and I was like, oh, God, he's maxing out. You know, like, that's a max. Like, I was maxing on 400.
Right.
405. And he throws on, what is it, 495 or whatever, so almost 500 pounds.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, we need a few guys in here to spot, for his... Dude just lays down. He doesn't even have a spotter. He just lays down and just starts fucking repping it. And I'm like, no way. No one can rep 500 pounds.
I want to be his friend.
I had never seen it before. And just fucking, like I put on 225 or something, just... And he just started repping it. I'm like, oh, hell no. And then they're like, hey, there's a powerlifting competition. He's like, I don't do that stuff.
Right.
That's just dumb.
That's just dumb.
Why am I lifting for a trophy?
Right. I'm lifting for myself. Robbie says, would you recommend anyone to watch the pay-per-view if they haven't? Are they wrestling fans?
No. What I would do is matches. Hey, if you didn't see that match, go watch it. It's cool. It was good.
That's about it. Otherwise, it's like, just listen to some highlights. You'll be fine. Picola says, oh man, I want to watch the cage match again. Jay versus Roman.
Right. Yeah, because I'm looking at the match, and Dominik Cody isn't worth telling anybody about. Riddle and Gunther would be, but just because of the end, right? Because Drew showed coming back up.
Yeah.
That's big. Ronda and Shayna, that match wasn't worth it. Now, I'm definitely going to tell any man alive, go watch that. Liv looked fucking amazing. But there again, now I'm just a dude. The men's Money in the Bank had a weird ending, so I'd say no, because nobody thinks Damian's worth it. And the women's obviously not. So the only match I would say would be Gunther. And if you're a dude, watch Liv come out. At least watch the Liv out. You got to watch her outfit.
Robbie says, do you reckon Raw will have many rehash matches from the pay-per-view? They're going to have a lot of rehash trash.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be a lot
They're
of
highlights.
They're
going to show you a lot of pay-per-view rehash trash. Yeah, that's pretty much what the 3 hours will be.
So Roman is in there right now. He's beating up Jay. So.
Oh, Jay got in there?
Yeah, Roman's got the wrestling boots on. That
nice.
Look like
the slowness of this is really making me want to, run away.
Well, that's how he...
I know. I get it.
That's how they have
to do it. It doesn't make it better. Just because you want to specify that to me doesn't change how much I don't want to watch this right now. Because of how boring it is. Pico's like, have I told you my wrestling philosophy? I just made this up maybe a week ago.
Then probably not.
I don't remember you saying anything about your wrestling philosophy and your comparison. Do you want to tell us now while we're watching such a boring match that shouldn't be this boring? Ooh. Roman's like, He's like, He's like, oh, I know. I know how this is.
Look at this belt.
It's so dumb.
Why don't they get rid of them?
I don't know. It's fucking retarded and I hate it. Robbie says, Travis, do you think this ref is decent? Robbie, do you just come up with weird questions to keep yourself entertained?
Do you want your sons sitting at his table? Because that's his goal.
you do what
Go
you
get
gotta
it, Roman.
You show them who's boss and put them over your knee and slap their ass.
He wants your sons to sit at his table and do what he says.
Put them in the corner where they belong for their little temper tantrum.
This is your family, Roman.
Piccolo says, check it out. Building a card, a wrestling pay-per-view needs to be like your fave hip-hop album.
Right? Like a soundtrack. I don't know if I have a favorite hip-hop album. Like, I love Too Short in the early or mid-90s.
So maybe what that means is that...
You have to have highs and lows.
No.
Oh, okay.
Like, what would your fave hip-hop album be if you made your own?
Right. The problem with that is that's a lot of heavy hitting.
Yeah, well, building a card for wrestling pay-per-view.
Yeah. They don't have that much talent.
Well, we know that. Robbie
And
says,
the 14 people that you would put on the card would be the same 14 people every week.
Robbie's like, I'm asking thoughts on the ref. He's part of the match.
Yeah.
I don't know this guy. If I don't know him, then he's fine, I guess, right? He's not really involved, so
We've
whatever.
seen him before, but...
I mean...
Yeah, I don't know his name.
That he's not like, hey, I'm going to be involved in everything.
Come on, Roman. Stomp a mud hole in him.
Piccolo says, like, you shouldn't be skipping songs matches. It should be a banger all the way through.
Right? Although, there are some dumb songs on some of my albums that I like. Mm-hmm. You know, sometimes you buy an album and you only like 2 songs on the whole thing.
Awful looking.
What is that?
Solo's feet. His one foot is awful looking.
Like he was burned as a child?
No, like it has a really bad bunion, and like he wore too small of shoes for too long, or something. I don't know. It looks terrible. Piccolo's like a classic, Doggy Style or The Chronic.
Right.
Just play it all the way through. No dud Liv Morgan matches in it. Ha 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 ha.
I did obviously have those albums because that's when I was young. But there was some songs I skipped, by the way. Especially
There were many artists that I really, really enjoyed, but there were times when I'd buy their albums and there was maybe half the songs on the album that I actually liked.
Yeah.
And the other half I never listened to. And usually the ones that I was not a big fan of, they played on the fucking radio all the time.
So back in the tape days, I would listen to it from front to back and back and forth. But when CDs came out, I could just skip around.
Yeah.
And then I only listened to songs I liked. But in the tape days, I listened to the Beastie Boys all the time. And that album, License to Ill or whatever, it's still like when I'm listening to a song, I know the song that's next. Mm-hmm. And so when a song ends, like when I hear the end of it, like because she'll be playing it, and it's like, oh, I know what's next, and it's not, you know, because I just had her play it.
Yeah.
It's so funny because in my head I'm like, oh, I know what's next. It's like, that's not what's next.
This is a completely different person. A band. Not even the right song on the right album. Okay, he's fine. He can continue. Beat him up some more. What's Solo gonna do? He looks torn. That's his brother. Like his brother. His big brother. His prick brother. Took him places.
The crowd's all
Protected him.
sorts of loud. That'd be crazy if Roman loses the title in London's WrestleMania.
Oh.
2 more years from now? Year and a half.
You didn't have it that long? That's fucking ridiculous.
Might
Piccolo
as well.
says, yeah, I completely relate.
He can keep the blue belt or something. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god, why does he even have that? It's
It's
so
so
dumb.
weird.
It is like the dumbest thing ever. It's like lame. It's just making it lame at this point.
He's talking about the crowd. This is the dumbest place of all time. Just idiots. They're all idiots.
I don't like it here. Can we go home? These people don't acknowledge me. They don't respect me. They like those guys. those guys over there.
Yeah, with narcissism and respect.
Yeah, self-possessed too. Throw that out there a couple times.
Oh!
Oh no.
Stink face.
Ooh, that's so scary. Ugh.
Umaga was what? Roman's brother?
No.
No?
I don't think so. I don't think that's how it was.
I need to get the actual tree and
Like
draw
a tree
it.
of it, right? Like, here's her and then her. Because Roman's dad is their dad's brother. So his dad is their uncle.
Right. But Roman
Their
is...
great uncle.
Roman,
because it's their grandpa's
Roman is first
brother.
Cousins with
their dad. That's what I said. That's what I said.
So Roman's dad is their dad's
Their
dad.
great uncle is Roman's dad. Okay? It's their grandpa's brother. So he is first gen. And their dad is first gen. And then they're the same, whether he's way younger or not, right?
Right.
And then he had kids that are the same age as him, basically. But they're,
Right.
So technically, they're first cousins once removed, by the way.
And that's Roman's plan, is to remove them.
If Umaga and Rikishi are the same person. I don't think so.
No,
I thought they're the completely different people, Harley. So
no, Umaga was that beast, like the face paint, and I'm pretty sure that's a different guy than Rikishi. Rikishi was that fun-loving fat guy that danced with the big butt.
Pickle's like, Roman's facial expressions need to be memed. Pickle's like, no, Uncle, I thought yes. Rousey is his brother. Rousey. That's the brother.
Right, but I thought Rousey was Umaga. No. Is Rousey not Umaga? Yeah, there again, I don't know, so I'm not, there's no argument here.
I have no idea on that one. I do know for sure that Umaga and Rikishi are two separate people. I know that much. That's as far as I know. And from that thing we listened to about the Usos' dad and Roman are first cousins because their dads are brothers.
Right. His dad was Sikoa, Roman's. And Sikoa was part of the Wild Samoans.
Right.
With Movia. And Movia is the Rock's grandpa. Peter Movia.
His mom's dad.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Is Peter Movia.
Got it.
Which is Sikoa's tag team partner. I don't know if they're related.
Right.
But that's how The Rock gets involved.
But according to Rikishi, how he's related to The Rock is through his auntie.
Right. Well, it would be, because that's her.
Exactly.
That's his mom.
That's what I said, because of The Rock's mom.
Right. Movia.
Yes.
The Peter Movia part.
Yeah.
And see, Peter Movia was the Wild Samoans with Sikoa. So it was Movia and Sikoa. It's kind of a big deal. When I was a kid, that was a big deal. The Wild Samoans were a big deal. That's who Hulk Hogan premiered with. Mm-hmm. Bob Backlund was getting beat up by the Samoans. And he just left. I don't know if you could imagine it, but they're wrestling. And he just left. And the referee's like, what the fuck? And he goes in the back, and then he comes back out of the curtain, and he's got this fucking giant behind Hulk Hogan behind him. And then he comes back out, and Bob Backlund wins the match. And Hogan cleans house.
That's funny. Pickle says, Harley, not even close. And Ravi says, Rosie is a girl's name. And Pico's like, Rosie is like early 2000s, a tag team called the 3-Minute Warning.
Yeah, I know him. I just thought that was a manga, was Rosie. But I mean,
Hassan
obviously.
says, is this the last one, guys?
Yes, this is your main event.
This is the main event, Hassan.
This is the
Roman and
Civil
Solo
War
versus the Usos in that Civil War match. Piccolo says like they were brought out by Eric Bischoff, and Rosie and another Samoan guy squashed some jobbers. That's funny.
It's awesome.
3-minute warning.
I mean, I remember
silly.
the name.
Oh no! Oh
shit! Roman gonna tear his shoulders.
Jimmy's really bringing his A game.
Hey, that's faster than this one now.
That's weird. Is it because you're not all the way live on that one?
I don't think you could adjust it.
Oh, I thought it paused for a second.
You probably did, and that's why that one's in front now.
No, you paused it, or it was paused, or something happened. I don't know. Harley says there's a way where you could Google the Samoan Dynasty family. It'll tell you how they're all related to each other.
Yeah, I'm trying it.
Hassan says, and I can't wait to watch AEW Collision tonight.
It should be a good
for
one.
you, Hassan. I'm sure it's going to be fantastic.
Anoa'i is their name. Anoa'. Anoa'i. I don't know how you speak Islander. Anoa'i. The I is
Anoa'i. Anoa'i. Anoa'i.
Anoa'i.
Anoa'i.
Anoa'i.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah. Well, since I'm an Indian, I should be able to say it.
Well, if they show you some of the pronunciation, which is good.
Right.
Because I wouldn't have been able to tell you. I was like, I don't know how to say that. I know that there's parts of it, the apostrophe in it makes it so that's your hard, the hard sound. That's the A-E. No, A-E. Anoa'i.
And then there's Alpha. I forgot about Alpha. Alpha was a big wrestler, too.
Oh! He did it!
Oh!
He gave him the same butt
I don't know if Daddy
back.
Rikishi would be proud. I think that he'd be upset that the brothers are fighting like this.
I think so, too.
He'd probably send him to the room, make them play together.
Yeah. It sounds like I can't wait to... Oh, I read that. Piccolo says, oh, a homage to The Rock. And Piccolo's like, don't forget to add Nia Jax somewhere in the family tree.
Yeah, she's related the exact same way, though. She's a Movia.
Mm-hmm.
She's The Rock's cousin. I'm just not sure if they're related close. The Movias and the Sika and Onai.
Let's see.
Here he goes. Jay getting real. Oh, he just got nailed by a Superman punch. Orange Cassidy would be jealous. Look at that again. 2 Superman punches. He just told the referee to get the fuck out of the way.
That's funny.
That's funny. You don't see Roman swear like that ever. Roman gonna end it right here with a spear. Uh-oh, a double spear by the Uso brothers. Roman's done, but Solo comes in and saves him. Solo Sikoa with the save. So now Jimmy is the legal man. Jay, after being Superman punched twice, he's pretty much out of it. Although he did hit him with a spear. Why is Solo knocked out? He's the one that just saved the pin and he's done.
I don't know. They do that stuff sometimes and it's so weird. Yeah, I don't know why they do that stuff. Hey,
Yeah.
we're in London for Money in the Bank, just so you guys know.
London, England.
Right?
What I should do is find this bloodline and then I should make a TikTok short or whatever they're called, and then put it and just do it like with pictures and.
Pickle's like, double spear, everybody's down. Keston says, my prayer, Roman and Solo win. To God be the glory.
Woo!
Yeah? Pickle's like, what you gotta say? It's a great time to be a wrestling fan.
God's definitely a wrestling fan. Look at this. Hockey fight right in the middle of the ring. Are we in the final stages of the Civil War? Do you think Kevin and Sammy get involved somehow? I mean, they are right there. Big boot. Spins him around. Misses with the kick. So, is it Jay? So, Jimmy has white shoes on tonight? I thought that Jay had red shoes on.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention to their shoes. Sorry. Keston says, game over. Robbie's like, Nia Botch Jax. Or Nia Botch Jax.
Yeah, she's like that Willow Nightingale.
Right.
Let's break people, shall we?
So,
Shut up. You just shut up now. You just told the crowd to shut up. Come on, Roman. Teach him what we do to deserters. He's going to get super kicked. There it is. Thrust kick. 2 of them. Here he is. Jimmy's going up top. Is Jay going to get up top on this side? They're doing a really wide angle. Oh, he's doing it by himself. Frog splash. No, Roman got him in a chin lock.
Oh, he's got him.
It's a guillotine. He's tapped. He tapped. No.
Not really a tap, just a push on his arm.
He's not even on his neck. That's pretty funny.
That's cute. How funny.
Just making sure it's not even an accident.
Right.
Oh, he's going out.
So, it's funny.
He's going out. His arm's gone. Ring the bell, ref. Ring it.
Nia Jax must be...
Oh, no, he kept his eyes.
He's like, no, I'm still alive. I can do it. Nia Jax isn't even in the family tree. She must be a different part of the... She must not be part of the... of that particular family. The...
Right.
Anoa'i
Is
family.
she Samoan?
Anoa'i family.
Or is she through Rock's dad?
I don't know. She
I thought
might
she
be
was
through
Samoan.
the Rock's dad. But she's not related to the Anoa'i family.
Right. Oh, no,
Oh,
the
no,
referee.
the ref's arm's broken completely.
He got hurt. The referee.
Uh-oh. For real hurt?
Yeah, that sucks. I mean, he's going to be fine. It's pain, not injury. He didn't get injured. He got hurt.
Right.
His leg got stuck. And
I saw that. And they
pushed,
smushed it. And his
then
arm kind of got caught a little bit.
Immediately grabbed at it. Hopefully it wasn't his dick. But there's no referee.
5, 6, 7, 8,
The bonus
9,
stick.
12. What?
The bonus stick.
Oh, is that what happens?
We don't want it to be his bonus stick.
That's creepy and weird.
They don't. Thank you. Because they don't.
Oh, Walter's like, come on, the Usos last match. Ravi says, did this match need to be the last match?
Yes.
Always.
It's Roman
Ravi
Reigns.
says, is SummerSlam on this year, or did WWE remove it? SummerSlam's on.
It's on.
It's the next pay-per-view.
It's the 5th. August 5th.
Piccolo says, the background, Elo Heyman is so boastfully proud. Walter says, good Money in the Bank pay-per-view, long day, but good. And Piccolo says, oh, here we go, a dusty finish. Walter's like, oh, Nia Jax showed up. No, sweetie.
No.
Nia Jax didn't show up, sweetie.
We're just trying to figure out how everybody's
We're just trying
related.
to see how she fits in with the whole
Bloodline.
Bloodline family stuff. But it looks like she's not really part of the Noa'i family. She's probably just the Rock's family.
We'll look it up.
Like, different. I actually have a Noa'i family thing right here, so I'll show you later.
But we can look it up with just everybody.
No, I meant that's
going.
just the Noa'i family that you guys were talking about. Like, their specific bloodline.
Where's the ref? Oh, there's the ref. Look, he's going to pin both of them. Oh, they both kicked out!
Both kicked out!
He had them stacked.
Pickle's like, time to beat him up with steel chairs.
Well, it is a ladder pay-per-view. Maybe they could do a ladder.
Right. What's really sad is it's 4:30, and I wanted this to be over a half an hour ago. Thanks a lot, Roman Reigns. Your boringness of making it last longer than it needed to. Walter's like, oh, oops, and Pico's like, oh, okay, my mistake. What are we mistaking? What's happening?
Did you say steak?
Oh my God, who said steak?
I want a steak.
Yeah.
Of course you don't like steak.
Whatever.
Vegan. Always pushing your ways.
Oh, fuck.
What do you mean, what are you going to do? Just continue.
Jesus Christ. This is taking way too long. This is just a ridiculous amount of time for this.
I mean, I guess I don't understand why they're not doing anything. Roman's given up. Solo's at least the...
He's like, let me beat him up a little bit. Who's even the right... oh, I guess Jay's the active.
It doesn't matter
and Solo knew, so he's like, I'm going to push this one out and beat him up out here.
After the whole...
This is for teasing me when I was a kid. This is for not letting me hang out with you guys. This is for beating me up and putting me in a closet.
Remember? You remember?
I'll show you.
Remember the wedgie?
It's like, I'm going to make sure all this stuff flies off here. And then throw them on there because I'm told to. I do what I'm supposed to do. Rarg.
Oh, thrust kick.
Not the foot to the face.
So the announce team is echoey. Oh, they fixed it.
Oh.
Big Wade Barrett.
Well, I better get out of the way here. I don't want to be in your way.
He's trying to watch the cord.
Don't get in the way, kid. People's like, oh, what would be worse? You could be Paul Heyman making that same surprise facial expression for 30 minutes. Would it be hard? I mean, seriously.
When somebody patch on the back and you get stuck. Oh, no!
Oh, no!
He led with, like, his head.
He moved.
That was weird.
Now what? Oh, no.
Uh-oh, Roman's all by myself.
Not all by himself.
Thrust kick.
Yeah, don't show that part.
Superman punch. Thrust kick. Spear.
Lay on him.
Well, Jimmy's alive. Oh, he hit him in the nuts.
That's one way to get your shoulder up.
Nut him.
Nut him. Right,
you gotta
the
be
bloodline jewels.
With the fetch.
Not the bloodline jewels.
Right.
Now what? He has to be able to make more children.
Yeah. Does he have the curse of the wrestler where they don't have boys?
Maybe. I don't know. He had twins, but I don't know if they were girls or not.
Most wrestlers have girls. Like Edge, they're all girls.
The Rock.
Girls.
Every single one of his are girls.
Yeah.
You know what that's called?
It's called the curse.
Testosterone and too many steroids in your system. Piccola. Oh no, the tribal jewels.
Oh, they didn't see it.
smashed.
Did you hear that? He didn't see it. Michael Cole's like, I didn't see that. Would he hit him in the nuts?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
No. Well, I was like, okay, long pay-per-view of the day, 3 hours and 33 minutes.
It's still going, too. Look at that. Double thrust kicks. Oh, Solo's back.
Finally
Thank
awake.
goodness.
Oh, no, now he's kicked again. Now he's asleep.
Double spear. Oh, no. Double thrust kicks. Now they're going to go up top and do their move.
They're like, do your move. I'm going to tag you in.
No. I guess
we got him.
Jay usually jumps from the other side and they double splash.
Whee.
That's it. They did it. They did it. Roman gets pinned. 32 minutes exactly for that match. On the dot.
I hope they feel bad about themselves afterwards, too.
After turning on the bloodline, they pinned Roman Reigns.
Mm-hmm.
Jay?
People's like, yes,
it would have been
happened.
anybody. They're like, Jay did it. Jay did it. It was a fucking tag team match. By the way, tag team wrestlers should beat singles wrestlers. I say it all the time.
True.
He hasn't been pinned since Baron Corbin. Yeah. Now it's official.
People was like, clean pin on Roman. But is it clean? I mean, in all reality, he did get, elbowed in the nuts. So, not really clean.
I mean, they obviously cheated, but it's fine.
Well, there's like, if the ref saw that DQ, LOL, yes, the Usos won.
Yeah, they did.
Did they? Did they really win, though? Did they win in their hearts?
Yeah, what did they win?
What exactly is it that they won for this? Not that Roman needed to win. I'm just saying, like, what did they win? What are the Usos going to get out of this?
Right. By the way, they couldn't even beat Sammy and Kevin.
Right.
Yeah, they pinned Roman.
But they could beat him.
I just don't understand.
So, like, we worked together. So it's positive.
It's positively stupendous. So
Pickles like coconut rice. There you go.
So will Jey Uso pin Roman at SummerSlam and win the championship?
Walter's like, now will Damian come out? No.
No.
They won't have that
happen. It's on Raw. That's a Raw thing.
Pickles like, where'd you go, Ravi? Yeah, like, it's not even bedtime. Ravi's like, I'm out. 4 hours is too much for me.
It's too much for everybody.
It's 11:30 at night. It's almost midnight.
I'm not impressed.
Not me neither. Robbie says, so is SummerSlam 2 nights? Shouldn't be.
No. It's not shouldn't. It's just no. It's one night.
Why would it be 2? You're weird.
I mean, it could be 2 nights because SmackDown counts as a night.
Right?
WrestleMania is 4 nights.
Walter's like, okay, bye guys. See you Monday for Raw. Bye, Walter. It's kind of late for you guys. All right, that's the end. The end of Money in the Bank, everybody. Hey!
This is the end. The end, my friend.
Thanks for joining us out there, everybody, for this pay-per-view, Money in the Bank. If you just joined us, Roman and Solo lost to the Usos. Roman took the pin from Jey off of the Usos side. And that's it.
It's over.
Pickles I've never seen. Did they mention the attendance?
No.
I didn't see anything about the attendance.
I didn't hear anything. It wasn't Wembley. It was just it's the O2 Arena.
Yeah.
And so it's just a small, it's not small by any means, but it's a smaller venue.
Robbie's,
it's not a soccer stadium.
Right.
Put it that way.
Robbie says, oh, you're the one that complains about 3 hours of Raw. Do you at a sensible time? It's all complaining at all sensible times, Robbie. It's like midnight for you, so, Anyways, thanks everybody for hanging out with us this afternoon / evening for a lot of people. Sometimes it's nighttime for others.
It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning.
We will be back again on Monday night for Monday Night Raw, and then we'll get to see some of the fallout, and of course we'll get the rehashed trash of what happened on the pay-per-view.
All right, guys, we appreciate it. Thanks for watching Wrestling Gab. Have a
great rest of your weekend.
She just wanted to interrupt me real quick. I was thinking the 4th of July, but that's after.
We'll see him on Monday before that.
Yeah. So anyways, have a good weekend. We appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching Wrestling Gab. Bye-bye.
Bye.